What's going on, folks? Boy, I tell you what, it's a gloomy day here in Franklin, Ohio. I'm currently sitting here at the Pilot. I'm not sure what exit it is, but I tell you what, it's got a Waffle House, and me and that Waffle House is going to have a little date. I want a bacon, egg, cheese kebab. But see if I get you turned around here without messing you up. I would put you in the my phone mount, my holder, but check this out. Oh, if I can find it. Y'all see that right there? What that goes to is that right here, and it broke. Now, I tell you what, I've had that thing for maybe 2 years, maybe 3. I don't know. It's a good mount. I use it a lot, you know what I'm saying? I'm constantly putting the phone in, pulling it out. Now, I guess it just dry rotted. But anyway, I'm gonna buy another one. I've got another one in the truck here. Kick the shoes off. Let's go back here in the suite and we'll see. Oh, where did it? Yeah, I bought this one a while back. I might use this one. Let's see. Yeah, I never did use this one because it's not very handy for my truck, but I might revisit using this one anyway for the time being. But I'm gonna walk in this truck stop, see if I can get another truck tough one just like that one. It's been a great mount, and the thing about it is it's sticky, dude. You could just about stick it to anything. I mean, that thing is super sticky. Sometimes, one time, man, I had to get a screwdriver and help pry it off because that sucker was on there. But either way, let me go ahead and brag about something. I was getting when I got to my, when I shut her down last night, I was at 7.3 miles to the gallon in a hood truck, flat top, pulling a van. Didn't have a 20,000 pounds on the hook, but still 7.3. And we was toting, we was 65, 70, you know, and after the boost went crazy going up Jellicoe, some of the hills and stuff. Now I backed it down a little bit and I kept the boost under 20 as best I could. But you know what I'm saying, I really wasn't milking it. I really wasn't babying it that much. And let's see if I can get you right here. Now it dropped down to 7.1. Dropped 7.1. That was after I got up this morning, and the place I went, hold on, that might be too loud. That's after the place I went to. I had to go to a place, I had to scale. Then I had to drive up the road a couple miles in this little town of Franklin, and a lot of one-way streets. So, you know, I was just back and forth. I had to go over there and unload, then go back over there and rescale to get my empty weight, and then just idling around today and a little bit last night before I went to sleep, you know, before I cut the truck off. And well, I really didn't idle. That's just cool down. But anyway, it dropped down to 7.1, and I didn't say it. If you go back, I had 445 miles on the tanks, but still not too shabby. But anyways, guys, I got a load. Man, I tell you what, I fought for some loads today. I was trying to find me a little short hop under 300 miles, and it's Thursday, so I was trying to find me a little short hop, something I could pick up today, deliver today, if not first thing in the morning, and then pick up a long run to carry me over the weekend. Sorry, phone call, but it didn't happen that way. I'm going down to Florida, going down to Lakeland, be there Monday, and yeah, that's what we doing, guys. Man, I'll tell you what, I got my hopes up. I thought I was going to go to Sumner, Washington. This load was being posted by Convoy. They was really wanting to move that load for $4,900. And I think the average on that rate was 45, so they really needed to move it. So I thought, shoot, yeah, we're going to Washington. We're going to make about close to $5,000 before Monday come in. But pulled it up, pulled the stats up, or the information on it, and I couldn't load it because it's 45,000 pounds, and you have to be able to scale 45,000 pounds. So this Great Dane and this Kenworth, they're heavy. She's heavy. She can't really house 45,000 pounds illegally. I could probably do it and be over a little bit and get away with it, but you know, I'm not gonna push it. I like easy. I like the path of least resistance, and if it's really hard, I ain't gonna do it. This ain't gonna do it. But there's another load, man. I thought I hit a gold mine. I thought, man, I'm all over this. It's picking up here about 30 miles from me, going to Edwardville, which is down near St. Louis, 330 miles away. The average rate on that load is $800 and something. They had it posted, BNSF had it posted for $1,200, so they really needed to move it. So I was like, sweet. I checked the lanes, or checked the rates and the freight volumes down in St. Louis, and man, they was good. They was about half of what it is here in Ohio, around Cincinnati, Columbus area, but it was still good. So I was like, well, let's play ball. I pulled up the specs looking for a number, and first thing I noticed was power only. I was like, God, oh, you son of a bitch. And got Landstar on the hook. One load they wasn't wanting to pay. One load the guy wasn't answering. Another load it had done been booked, so I couldn't get those. I looked at another load picking up here going down to Palestine, Texas, that was paying pretty decent. I couldn't deliver it until Monday, but I was like, that carried me over, because I'm not having no luck on no little short 300-mile hop. And then I decided, shit, let's go to Miami. Miami's paying about $3,000 from this area right here for right at 1,200 miles. That's about the going rate. So I got to thinking about it. I was like, all right, cool. Now this is after those loads and probably 4 or 5 others that I hadn't mentioned, that I called about and talked about, but I just couldn't, I just couldn't put a plan together and make it work. So this is how this load that I'm on transpired. I called up TQL. I hadn't pulled a load for TQL, shit, maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months, maybe a year. I don't know. I don't ever go to them no more. I don't like their their pay scales options. I don't like getting a com check. I like ACH, direct deposit. But that's just personal preference of my own. So I don't use TQL a lot. So I called up the guy. He put me on hold immediately. About a minute or two later, came back on. He said, hey, all right, man, I'm sorry about that. I had somebody else trying to book. And he said, what you looking at? And I was like, look, I'm looking at this load in here in Ohio going down to Miami. And he started going over the details, you know, the weight. And he said, hold on a minute. He said, the lady I put on hold, or that had me on hold, just took me off hold. Let me get her booked, and I come right back to you. Hold on a minute. You guys still with me? Yeah, you still with me. He said, let me get this lady booked, and I come right back at you. I said, all right, cool, man. I'm in no rush. And as he's sitting there having me on hold, I'm still looking for loads, y'all. I'm still looking for loads. So I'll pull up another load, and it pops up. It's a pickup for tomorrow, which the Miami was too. It's a pickup for tomorrow going down to Lakeland. And I'm like, all right, well, this load is 23, almost 2350. I think it is 23 something. It's small change. But it's going to Lakeland, and in my head, I'm sitting there calculating numbers, or trying to calculate distances without pulling up the actual GPS coordinates. And I'm thinking, all right, from Lakeland to Miami, that's about 250 miles, if not a little more. So by the time you go down there and back, that's an extra 500 miles for an extra $700. Now, is that really worth it? This guy should have never kept me on hold. Anyway, I was like, is that really worth it to go another 500 miles? Yeah, I'd like to have that extra $700 in revenue. But that extra 500 miles, I said, you know, that's going to be, let's say $250, $300 at the most in fuel. So when we're dropping it down to $400, is that $400 profit worth that extra 700 miles? And then I got thinking about the time down and the time back. That's 500 miles. I don't know if you know, that's almost a full driving shift. So time management started kicking in. I was like, that load ain't worth it. I better just jump on this Lakeland. It makes more sense to do the Lakeland. Yeah, it's $700 less in revenue, but after expenses or extra expense of fuel, say $450. Let's just say $500. But is $500 really worth a whole driving shift? You know, 250 miles down, 250 miles back to put me back in that Lakeland area. And I thought, this guy should have never put me on hold. Now, this is what I'm thinking. At this time, we're about 8-minute mark on hold. And I'm looking down, and I'm still calculating. And then somewhere around that period, I said, all right, if this gets to 10 minutes, I'm not even going to hear what he's got to say. I'm just going to hang up. I was still going to, you know, humor him and let him see what he had to offer. He might have wanted to throw it at me at $3,500, which I would have gladly taken it. But 10-minute mark rolled around. I booked the other load online. Boom, booked. Hung up the phone with him, and that's how that load transpired. So if you're a broker or an agent and you're watching this video, listen, man, be careful who you keep on hold, because most of us owner operators, you got us on hold, we're still looking for another load. So yeah, be mindful of that. Anyway, he lost a load. Anyway, I'm sure he'd get it covered. It ain't no big deal. It ain't like I done anything bad. But anyways, guys, we're gonna go ahead and cut this clip short, and I may come back to you here in a little bit. But I believe I'm gonna go over here and grab me a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. And yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's early. I might go look for a truck wash. She's a dirty girl. She's a dirty girl. So anyways, guys, talk to you soon. See you, bye. So let's cover some things not to do. Matter of fact, we could talk about things not to do all day, every day, till the cows come home. But today, I'm gonna mention, clear these videos, or text messages. Today, I want to talk about one thing not to do. That load I just delivered, right? I told you it was roll stock of fiberglass insulation that goes up and under the shingles on the roof. Fiberglass shingles, the roof. Let me tell you what not to do. Oh God, I feel like eating. I ain't done this since I was a kid, but do not, under no circumstance, do not get in your trailer with a leaf blower and clean your trailer out. Just take my word for it. Just don't do it. I gotta go get a shower, guys. Catch you back in a little bit. What's up? We are back. And I'll tell you what, if you're just curious, if you've ever got into some insulation and it gets on your skin, oh my God, it's like little prickly needles. It's not very pleasant. I remember once being a kid, I got up and under an old trailer and dug out the insulation, trying to get a cat. Yeah, I had a lot of feral cats as a kid around the house, and I used to like to trap them. It was fun. I didn't kill them. Don't get me wrong. I used to love to try to trap them. And if you could catch a wild feral cat, I mean, you're doing something. But anyway, this one cat, I was probably about 9 or 10. I was up and under this old trailer down the next door, and it was probably like a 60 model trailer. And I was up and under the floor, and the cat was hiding up in the floor of it, and I was digging around trying to get to it and trying to trap it to run it out into a cage that I had. And I didn't know about insulation at the time, but I was covered in it. By the time I came out and the sun hit me, and I was like, ah! Oh man, it was wild. It was wild. I didn't know what the heck to think. I ran straight to the house, grabbed the water hose, started running water on me, and the only way I could get to stop really is just go take a bath and scrub it off, because those little fibers, man, they're no fun. But anyway, that's what happened when I was blowing out my trailer today, cleaning it up, getting it ready for tomorrow's pickup. I just blew fiberglass insulation around, and it just kind of stuck. But anyway, today is my lucky day. I don't know if y'all can see this right here. Let me see that right there. That right there is what you need. It's a Trucker Tough jaw grip. It looks like this. It's in the little cell phone mount areas. It's $19, and I'm at a Pilot, and they carry it. And this is the old one right here. It looks identical. It's the same thing. It's got a little button here. You can pull it out for a wide phone. and you can put it in for a narrow phone. That's the grip. That's the mount I use on all of my recordings, unless I got the selfie stick hanging from the rafters of the truck or whatever. It's crazy how creative you get sometimes to get a good camera angle. But if I'm rolling down the road, or if I'm talking like this, it's on this mount right here. It's the Trucker Tough jaw grip, and it's that Pilot. I don't know if all Pilots got it, but you know, look around. Pilot. Anyway, enough with that. I really don't know what else I want to talk about today, other than today was a good day. I just sat around, was lazy, and I got caught up on a lot of my paperwork, and that's about it. Had a good bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich at the Waffle House up here. Great service. Hash browns was pretty good as well. Had a good shower, cleaned out my trailer, caught up my paperwork. And before that, I was hustling for a load, which I told you about already. But anyways, guys, that's a wrap for the day. I'll catch you back tomorrow. Doing something, I don't know. We're going to find something to do. Maybe go off-roading or something. That'd be fun. See you, bye.